They're just agreeing for Smashville, the gentleman's pick.
I think it's a really, really good choice to Lyto most on this Pikachu. I think Pikachu does fine on the stage, but I mean, we've talked about it in the last set. Sheik just does wonders on this stage as well.
Like Pikachu has some cool tricks on this stage, like the trick where if you Thunder Cholt under the platform whilst moving, I believe the Thunder Cholt appears on the platform. It's a nice little tech like that, but nothing as game-changing as Sheik's combos on the platform that can just completely escort you to the blast zone and take the stocks.
Exactly. And you can see there, just a little bit earlier in the game, when Lyto was off stage, he recovered very, very low. Knowing how Lyto is going to be recovering is one of the games how Simper he needs to actually do this. So he needs to know how he's going to be recovering with balance efficiency. Is he going low? Is he going high? That's one of the advantages Pikachu does have in this matchup.
Yeah. And so overall, Simper's done decent damage. Every time Lyto's gone in to try and do big damage to Pikachu's been able to, like, say, neutral air or get out in some other way, or air dodge and up tilt and go for confirms.
Yep.
So far, Simper's Pikachu's actually been doing very good to keep up with Lyto in this matchup.
Absolutely. And there's a forward air. Not the best DI.
Oh,
and Simper
he
SD.
missed the second quick attack angle.
You never want to see it. You never want to see it. And he went for a pivot forward smash. Simper get a little bit antsy already with this stock. You don't want to see it against Sheik as well. This is scary, Manager. This is already scary. We're only in game 1.
Yeah, the quick attack SD is... Oh, that's very good, but unfortunately for Simper, Lyto gets shot hungry. But yeah, that's a pain that only Pikachus and possibly Greninja players can truly understand. The pain of missing your second angle.
Exactly.
So Lyto's just trying to land so he can try and... Just try and put extra damage on the Simper. Like, at 145, a strong hit on pretty much most of Pikachu's attacks, such as smash attack, up smash, forward smash. I don't know about down smash, but those two, but the forward and up smash in particular will kill.
Down air is going to be one of the options I was thinking about
attack,
as well.
I don't know if it'll kill just yet, but it'll definitely give Lyto a scare.
Yeah.
And of course, off stage, if he manages to land it, back air can also do quite a surprisingly large amount of knockback.
I love that little bit of micro spacing from Lyto, just walking back, realizing that Simp's just going to quick attack right in front of him. Then he's in advantage. There's your dash attack, and you called it out. And there it is. Simp is in a bad way right now. 84% down to a Sheik by this much.
Yeah,
this is scary.
Pikachu's very light, but at the same time, Pikachu's fortunate that the character doesn't really need to abandon his game plan too much when behind, because Thunder Jolts are still a legit option to use even when you're behind. It's still a hitbox. It can still push them back. It can still help you gain stage control if you hit them.
Absolutely.
So right now, Simp's basically employing that, just using Thunder Jolts, trying to spot an opening in Lyto's approach against him with those Thunder Jolts. So the big problem for there we go.
Oh, there it is.
Forward tilt into yeah, the big, like as I was saying, the big problem Simp has to watch out for at that point is Pikachu's so light that he was at death percent.
Exactly, yeah. Really, really good stuff there from Lyto. You can see just carrying the momentum from the previous set against SBF and just used it. I love the way that this guy's
not just momentum, but also he hasn't let the win against SBF overexcite him.
Wait
sometimes players
second.
Oh, this is an interesting Kirby.
Wait a second, Radigi. I think we're seeing something special here. The Simper Heave Kirby is out.
I mean, the Pikachu wasn't too bad. It's just how it goes. But this Kirby pick's either going to make or break Simper Heave in this.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is the matchup that early game. This matchup was debated a little bit in terms of who wins. And to be honest, it's actually pretty even. It's actually a pretty even one.
Kirby's saving grace is just how hard he can actually punish characters like Sheik, like Fox, who will fast forward into the things like up tilt, and also the fact that his aerials do combo quite strongly into them as well.
Absolutely. And obviously one thing that very, very unique to Kirby is the fact that he's got the copy ability. The fact that Kirby can get needles in this particular matchup,
a huge help in this matchup.
It renders one of the options that Lyto has a little bit redundant.
That said, Lyto just needs. If Lyto has his patience and can wall Kirby, that'll tilt the matchup into his favour.
Yeah. And we're talking about patience. You can see here he's just retreating and just seeing how Simper Heave approaches. Kirby's approach options are not the best by any means. Not a very good amount of rage on any of his moves, to be honest. So you can see here Lyto just playing this matchup immaculately so far, just sitting at the side of the stage saying, you know what, I got needles, you ain't copying me, I'm just going to throw these, gambit, it's over. What are you actually going to do about it? He's got a very, very hefty percent lead so far.
Yeah, the 4 bubblegum characters, Kirby, Jigglypuff, Meta Knight, DDD, they don't have the best approaching options, so they do have to rely quite a bit on the opponent going to them.
Yeah.
So they can all be pulled out to a degree.
Absolutely. And for all it's worth, we saw Lyto getting a lot of percent, but he's not massively up. Again, it only takes one little combo there from Simp, and there's your down there, but he's gone a little bit too far.
That was a good escape by Lyto there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lyto's just taking his time. He'll use the platforms that he has to, because when he's on the platform,
up throw,
and it kills.
That's going to do it, and that's again really good property there from Kirby. With his up throw, it does take him up, and if there's a platform in the way, God knows you're going to be taken to the stars.
Yeah, fighting Kirby can very much be like taunting a shark in some ways. When you're on the platforms, the shark can't reach you,
exactly,
but you go into that shark zone, you're going to get bit.
That's when you get it. That's a perfect way of putting it. And now this is where do we see this matchup going now? Because Lyto doesn't have that advantage of camping. Now that Simp's got the lead with a decent amount of percent and decent amount of rage as well. That's why it's scary. There's your forward tilt.
He finds the forward tilt
into your up air. Yep. Really good stuff there from Lyto to make sure that deficit of a stock wasn't taken advantage of way too much there by Simp. But again, you gotta say, man, this matchup, this counter pick from Simp, it's worked out a lot better than his Pikachu initially.
Yeah.
See, Lyto pushing his advantage though, but Simp gets a couple of up airs there and gets the advantage back again. Lyto looking to get down. I love that choice of jabs into down tilt. He went for the sword, not enough.
Creating an advantage against Kirby can be difficult. Once you actually have the advantage though, you can make things hard to Kirby, but for Lyto at the moment, he needs to build the lead before he can really start playing his advantages against Kirby. So until he's a good 10% ahead of Kirby, he can't really resort to trying to wait Kirby out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, Simp needs to just watch his approaches. He needs to just keep a certain amount of distance from Lyto. Oh, he manages to hit him with the down air there and send Lyto downwards, but Lyto's shield and Simp opted for using buttons instead of going for the grabs.
Yep. And this is a scary position for Lyto now with this amount of range. Wow, I thought that was going to be the up air. He's got him off stage here. This is really scary for Simp-a-Heave. And there's your up throw. And that's going to take it. Simp-a-Heave taking game 2 with Kirby, Rad.
Yeah, Simp-a-Heave played to the stage pick strengths a lot better than Lyto did. Lyto wasn't really able to establish the lead he wanted. If he could have played those platforms to his strength. But Simp-a-Heave always being on Lyto's tail, he never really gave Lyto a break. He was able to just play those platforms for those kills that he would have wanted. Absolutely.
And we're looking like we're going to see a counter pick here from Lyto, should I say, sorry. He's going to go to Corrin. Now, this is not a nice matchup for Kirby.
Yeah, this will be very bad
for Kirby, I would say.
Interestingly, they're choosing to win it back to Town and City.
Yeah, Town and City is a good stage for Corrin because she does get a lot of space, but as well that with the amount of range that she has on her moves, Kirby is going to find it absolutely horrible to try and get in.
Yeah. Like, Corrin's hitboxes are so large and they'll do so much damage and knock back to Kirby. But that said, Simp-a-Heave is managing to sneak in quite a lot of heavy hits by Kirby standards.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can definitely tell that, like, when it comes to Simp actually getting a hit, he does extend it for a couple more and he is getting a lot of percent. Doesn't feel like he's getting in that often, but when he does, he gets a little bit of percent. Oh, that was really good macro spacing there from Lyto to fade back onto the stage. Forward smash, taking Kirby off stage again. Lots of forward smashes here. Lyto looking like Mugjock right now with full glory.
Oh,
there's your pin. Got some off stage again, and there's your back air. Very confident stuff here. Lyto looking like he's in a dominant position right now, Rad.
Yeah. Like, Corrin's just very good at just completely keeping characters at bay with those pins and even the back airs and all her other far-reaching hitboxes.
Absolutely.
Like, even though Kirby, once Simp gets in, he can do work with Kirby, but it's just getting in.
It's getting in, which is the big issue. He does have him at 98% here, so it's not too much more percent.
Oh,
and there is it down there into footstool. And now the room's just got a little bit more interesting, man.
Yeah. question is Simp going to be able to win this on stage, which is unlikely, or will he be able to get another one of those? Because if he gets another one of those, it's definitely where Kirby excels. Kirby does have a pretty decent game for just pulling the rug out from under
Whoa! Did you see that interaction? He just grabbed him out of the chomp. Oh my days! But he gets chomped right again. Oh, tipper pin, but it's not enough.
This is as far as Kirby can go now without really dying. Another hard hit like that, another tipper pin, a tipper forward smash.
And you can see the Lyto's definitely recognizing that, just taking a little bit more of a backseat, just seeing how Simp's reacting to it.
Yeah. Lyto doesn't need to go, and he just needs to keep Kirby at that range.
No, and this is where it's going to get a little bit scary, but he doesn't get too much off the down throw. Does have him in the air. There's the up air, and Lyto
takes us at 2-1.
Beating Simp, I think, confirming his place into the pro bracket. Didn't lose a set.